Time to speedrun Twisted Metal head on. Hopefully successfully this time. Clearly not a first attempt, you can see from my splits. Tried once before, I screwed up my listing of the splits. There was no Monaco the first time around, and I couldn't beat the final boss. Good times. Medium, we discovered, is the ideal difficulty to speedrun this game on. By far the most entries are in the medium category. Which really makes me think, why are there difficulty categories outside of hard mode? Like, obviously hard mode should be its own separate category, that's like a challenge run. But all the other categories should really just be lumped together, I think. And then you just choose the most ideal difficulty therein for your preferred time. Subdividing it into every single difficulty just results in all sorts of non-competitive times. And like ridiculously easy world records that no one cares to even challenge. Anyway, off my soapbox and into Spectre. Hopefully I start the timer this time. I'm well on my way to actually doing so. Thankfully, this game runs like a dream on actual PS2 hardware. It doesn't change resolutions randomly, which was a surprisingly big problem with Twisted Metal Black. I guess the year 2001 was a difficult time for the PS2, but 2008, it had things a little more under control. Hard to believe this game came out in 2008. 3 hits with the environmental attack. Level gets to live, because I don't know how efficient it would be to kill them. I don't have a lot of strats. I don't know what destructibles are most efficient to destroy for speed purposes. You know we are going to want our upgrades early and often. Makes no sense to say it that way, but we want them. Our special upgrade effectively doubles the damage that our special deals, and that's pretty important. We won't be able to get it for a bit of a while, though. Until, like, the middle of the next level. So right now I'm just grabbing weapons, because this is a ridiculously easy level. And we carry our weapons over between levels. I finally figured out that Twisted Metal Black both carries weapons over and gives you a fresh set of weapons every time you start a new level. So you get your starting weapons, and you get all the weapons you had. Whereas this game, I think it's just the weapons you carry with you. Black's the only game that does it like that. Unless this game also does it like that, and it's just not a thing I've noticed yet. Also, I'm not entirely convinced that Spectre is the fastest. This is a game with very good vehicle balance. So there might be multiple extremely fast characters. In fact, there are multiple characters with sub 20 times right now. So we know those are viable. I forget what the other character is. Oh, Outlaw. Outlaw seems like it would be very good because the upgraded special, you can hammer it for ridiculous amounts of damage per usage. No chance that was ever going to hit anybody. I'm thinking Twister might actually be a very good choice. Twister also gets an upgraded special that you can hammer for bonus damage, but it can also grab a bunch of enemies very easily. I can see a lot of utility therein. Outlaw is locked to a maximum of 1 target for special usage. This is also a ludicrously fast-paced Twisted Metal game, which is very fun, but it often feels like your speedruns are just a casual run that's going pretty fast. Our machine guns do vulgar amounts of damage. They're probably going to be our main source of damage, in fact. Do not go anywhere near the full health, which is already gone, thankfully. Oh, did not mean to save. Saving is very slow. I'll get used to that. And hey, what do you know, gold splits. Hopefully our first successful run, and we're already seeing gold splits. I see no reason why it wouldn't be a full, complete run this time. As the final boss, I just sort of forgot how it works. I haven't played this game in quite a while, actually, which is brilliant. My first time back to it, a challenge run. Do it as quickly as possible. Not want to get that close. Mr. Slam. He's pretty busted. Machine guns overheat very quickly because the machine gun upgrade really just makes it so that you are constantly dealing, like, it basically makes your machine gun fire twice as fast, functionally. It actually deals twice as much damage, but overheats twice as fast. So double damage, but sustained fire is less viable. At least, once again, that's how I recall it being. It's been a while. I feel like this might have been the most underrepresented game in the entire series in the television series. Pretty much nothing in any way directly related to this game is even referenced in the series. Shields are all too common, I'm afraid. But all of our weapons are extremely viable. Even our basic homing missiles, fire missiles, all deal tremendous amounts of damage. So my first time attempting this, I brought remote bombs here. And realized too late that they would have been very, very powerful in the very opening second. Just intentionally bomb myself, but simultaneously hit all the ATVs. For a total of over 100 damage. Didn't actually bring that plan to fruition this time. One of these times I will, though. Boy, is that ever going to be a PB. Gene Ruddish, what are you doing? Massive boom power clones. Very good. Now I gotta go for some kind of health refill. They're all over the place. I should have no trouble finding one. And yet... that's a start. Are you still alive? Okay. That's a big problem, of course. As we lose our upgrades. And we lose one of our lives. Lives do not regenerate between levels because of a glitch. Our vehicle is extremely fragile. I would actually prefer to play a vehicle that does not have a charging upgraded special. Because I hate having to charge all my shots like that. It was weird, my special just went away. Changed direction and went straight underground. It is not meant to do that. One down. I have no further weaponry. This area is not really going to provide. You really got to drive through the Coliseum itself to get the good weapons in this level. The inputs for free shots are ridiculously finicky. It's a big problem, actually. Thought that might have been out of bounds. Glad it wasn't. Here's what our special is best at. Finishing off someone who is being obnoxious and not dying. They absolutely need to. Might have gotten a bit too much air there. Machine gun upgrade, always good. We want grease. Actually managed to lose time there. No big deal, though. My grease in my first pseudo failed attempt was very bad. Laughably bad. Just got the machine gun upgrade, allowing us to get a solid start. No kills yet. since we should really never be dying. And a deathless run is by far the most optimal way to get through this. Every single weapon is going to count for quite a bit. So anytime we grab any pickups, it's putting us in better shape for the overall run. I'm still alive. I wish the upgrades would pop out sooner. Spend what feels like a lot of time just waiting for upgrades to appear. There. When the free shot does fire off, it is very, very effective. Extremely good homing on it. Didn't even need the special there. That one appears to have not arrived. And then that one just overcharged and wasted. Blame the special for that happening. So close. There we go. Now a level that I forgot about, so I'm definitely getting a gold split here. No matter what happens. Passing cars are very likely to absorb our special, so it's lucky that actually landed. Health bag. Here's where a Twister would have absolutely wrecked everybody. Twister special right there would have dealt like 50 damage. All the other energy moves are very responsive besides free shots. And I suspect it's because they made the rear fire up, up, down, down, while the free shot is up, down, up. And the game is just checking to make sure you're not doing one while you're doing the other. It seems to prioritize rear firing over free shots. Should deal, yep. Nice solid 27. Actually surprised that one dealt any damage. Oh, Hammerhead went into the water and then teleported in front of me. In so doing. Yeah, machine guns are so powerful in this game, every single vehicle is viable for speedruns. So you could do the whole run with nothing but the gun. That's the head-on guarantee. Please die. Thank you. Grab many more weapons. As noted, they're all very useful. Oh, it doesn't count as a gold split because it had nothing to compare against. I feel like this would be a good area to fight, but apparently everyone wants to go outside. Taking it outside. Somehow that dealt no damage. I might not know the rules. Just keep on piling damage. Killing enemies feels less important here for whatever reason. Even though getting killed yourself is like run ending. And normally that's why you want to kill enemies, to avoid getting killed yourself. I actually can't remember what Warthog's upgraded special does, so I don't know if he would be better or worse than average. I assume people have explored his viability and decided against it. That had better do a lot of damage. Dealt no damage. My favorite. What is Thumper doing? Giving me a terrible split. He's being a splitting headache. Just running in circles, wasting my time. Move? Oh god. Well, he's dead anyway. He got decapitated. In one of the only possible environmental kills in this entire game. And surprisingly, that was way faster than my first time trying it. That felt ridiculously slow. This should just be mostly self-explanatory this level. It's always been a nice simple one. It's a little appetizer for the real final level. Just the rooftops. They're also quite simple. They decided to give us 2 simple final levels instead of 1 very complicated one. I feel like accidentally going into a minigame would be disastrous. I forget if they give you a prompt to, like, choose not to go into a minigame if you land on the teleporter. I know they don't throw you into the minigame immediately. So you would probably have a chance to just drive off the teleporter pad. Probably still best to just avoid it altogether. This game is quite optimized with 2 sub-20s. And multiple very low 30s. Grab some weapons on our way out. Lose 0 seconds. I basically tied my previous attempt at that. I hate having to wait for the full charge, so I keep firing those off early. Just actually slower, but it feels faster. Which is why I don't like these charging characters. Feel too slow. I lamented this with the Twisted Metal Black run. I'm only giving myself a week, and I'm basically starting the week on Wednesday, because I'm a genius. I would like to experiment with many of the characters, but I won't have that option. I'm definitely going to try out Twister. I think Twister is a good idea. Despite the fact that Twister has no times listed on the leaderboard at all. But I thought I was onto something with Crazy 8 in Twisted Metal Black, and Crazy 8 has the number 3 time in that game. Not by me. I've got a 5th place in that game. No idea how much damage I need to do here. Or how to get to where she is. This is unfortunate in a lot of ways. There. Final boss. Coming right up. First phase of the final boss, at least. But we do them both back to back. Gotta remember to skip all these cutscenes. There's a lot of them. Got me. We didn't get land grabbed even one time. It's kind of a miracle. The full health respawns between phases. Alright, so this phase has always been horrible. This will be no exception. If anything, doing it fast makes it more horrible. Maybe the full health... no, it's back. Thing too, because I need it. So the strat here is actually to get on high ground and hope that Power Tooth lines his head up with your machine guns. Like over here would be good if he were to come this way. So our machine gun damage is ridiculous. It's headed towards the middle. You also want to hope that he does not ever get a health refill. He's gonna. If I could find the health refills, I would steal them. So that he could not get them. There's one. Those are useless. Uh-oh. He might be a little bit close, I'm starting to think. I think I got that turbo so that I can barely outrun him. Shielded. He's on the highest possible ground. It's very, very bad news. Sub 30, entirely out the window. Unsurprisingly. He reset his location a little bit. I don't know where the hell he is right now. Even he seems to be struggling with where the hell he is. Okay. No jump upgrade, so I couldn't make it across the gap. Getting zapped here, you sort of have to deal with the RNG of it. It's very random what'll happen while you're getting zapped. That's your problem as the player. Oh, he's shielded. You can hear his shield. This is a horrible final boss for speedrunning purposes. But even our unupgraded machine gun does do enough. Be respectable. This better kill him. Thank you. We're free. God, that was a slow final boss. But yeah, we got an actual time on the boards. A bad time. But a time nonetheless. Nowhere to go but up from here. So this is the worst game since Twisted Metal 2 as far as the energy move inputs. And it's largely because of this version. They changed the way they all work for the worse. It's so much worse than it was in the PSP. Might have something to do with the way the game runs, which is weird. The simultaneous port and remake, so a lot of odd stuff happened in the process. Wanted to grab everybody. No such luck. Anytime you see me actually get shielded or any other energy move, know that it was a miracle. Still my best Big Blue Stadium of the day. I think I'm getting better at Big Blue again. It's good. I might be getting worse at everything else. Portal for choice. That upgrade. Stuff there. Wow. Shockingly fast kills left and right. And they are about to come to an end as we got slammed. Freezing and slam. Exactly what you don't want him to do. Put an end to that quickly enough, though. Record-breakingly quickly. Personal records. That is to say. Let's just maintain for a little while. The early game does not need to be good. So I'm actually sort of overkilling it right now. Puts needless stress on the later levels, where it's actually important to do well. Axled. Oh. Frozen at the worst possible time. Ugh. There. Everyone must pay. For Axel being rude. Need at least 2 specials. Do what I need to do. And instant kill all the ATVs. I cannot use that special, as there's no chance I would regenerate 2 more by the end of this stage. Where are you going? Where are you going? I somehow saved time? You're kidding me. Not much, but yeesh. Got them nice and clustered, which means I can keep them clustered as we continue on. Wow, very, very fast ATV kills. Still maybe not my fastest, though. almost done here. Don't have any good weapons, though. Damn. Got a free shot to work, miraculously. An acceptable Eddie. My PB has a ludicrously good cousin Eddie, so... Being in the green here is ridiculous. I should not be. Oh, look at how stacked up everyone is. They all stay exactly like this. There are a few people actively speedrunning Twisted Metal games. I am pleased to be among them. But the Doll Mask is another one. If you want to see Twisted Metal Black get speedrun. He's doing that a lot lately. Yeah. No takers. I'm getting twisted. Pretty good damage output. Matters for not until Axel is dead, and he's dead. Solid. This is looking like a good run, but we could lose it anywhere. We could lose it right here. My potential in Greece is very low. Because this is just an outright bad character for Greece. They're worse, I suppose. Being extremely fast is good here. Twister is one of, if not the fastest. Honestly, don't know how she compares to the other extremely fast cars. But I assume it's pretty well. Suspiciously eager to die enemies. Shadow finally got some self-preservation instinct, but not enough. Leaving just Axel, I think that is. Going solely off of dot color. Still gonna lead with a free shot every single time. Don't do this to me. You know how I'm supposed to be way faster than all the other cars, and yet Axel is easily outrunning me? Not thrilled about that. Still, getting greener every day. Go where there's a flat road and a convergence point for enemies to all meet up with me. Uh-oh. A little too much momentum. Enemies are in great spots, though. Love how that tiny little lip on the wall is enough to catch you and hold you for the rest of your life if you're not careful. Bonk. 15% health immediately after I get a full health. Axel's on the dock. He's not moving. Going back and forth, making himself into a shooting gallery. He teleported away. He'll be back. They always come back. See, he's back. Kinda surprised I got that. And we're rid of it. I had a lot of time to save here, and I did not fulfill all that time save, but I got quite a bit of it. Yep, this is indeed medium difficulty. I thank you for the reminder, because I need to confirm that at the end of this run. Assuming it actually completes. Runs are not valid unless you show the speed at the, or the difficulty at the end of the run. It's also a good idea to show the speed, but it's kind of inherent to the nature of what we're doing. How did he get away from me? How is he still getting away from me? Wasted a lot of specials there. Oh, Grasshopper did not die, maybe? No, she died. Got crushed. You know, I actively decided not to freeze Mr. Slam inside the Crusher. He made me regret it. If I get Mr. Slammed at this point, I am dead, and, well, the run might also die. I did not get Mr. Slam. They're getting a lot of freezes, though. Get that as well. Maybe this thing. Ah. Rooftops and then maybe the final boss is where we stand to gain a lot of time. Spawned so far away from everybody. This is definitely going to have to be the last run regardless, because the enemies have really learned how to use free shots to the absolute worst possible effect. Look at that. Can't go 2 steps without getting frozen again. That was a free shot that just failed. So a lot of people are ready to die, but running away too effectively for me to actually deal the killing blow. Some of them will inevitably get health refills. Against my wishes. Don't care for that one bit. Do so much work. Keep health refills off the map. This is my reward. Looks like Sweet Tooth just killed himself, yeah. So now all that's left is Shadow with full HP. Oh yes. Civilian car. Absorbed a free shot that was meant for me. That was hideous. What can you do? At least Shadow getting full heal didn't end up being that big of a deal. Just a little bit obnoxious. There's like a delayed reaction of my special going off. That's some nice fall damage. No fall damage there, though. Aha. Take care of that thing. It'll be back, though. Worst possible time. Based on recent trends. Shouldn't be. Full healths are supposed to reappear very, very slowly, but they've been coming back like immediately lately. Grab some weapons. That's not a weapon. What we're going to want is to be able to deal with Darktooth very quickly and non-lethally to us, which has been a problem in the past. Last enemy is stuck on an island and has no idea how to get to me. So we'll take a time loss and hope that we can get it back on the final boss. which is right about now. Still has yet to face me, which is a good sign. Very, very good Darktooth kill. Here's the big one. Literally very big, and his potential time losses are very big. Too slippery. Lost any chance of hitting him. Okay, we're in a fantastic spot. Basically ideal. Full health came back and immediately got grabbed again by me. Love to see that. Nothing to deal damage at this point. I need a missile. This might do it. You got a health refill. God damn it. This is just the worst final boss ever for speedrunning purposes. That propensity to get health refills is so evil. Die, he died. Okay, sub 25. That is a pretty big jump, and that is probably the end of our speedrunning journey for Twisted Metal head-on. Hell yeah. Thank you, foxes of various sorts, for showing up and giving me follows. I was hoping for something in the 23-minute range, but, you know. With the volatility of everything, this is pretty darn good. And now, to do the needful. Not to save the game. We're not saving. We don't save around here. We receive some bits. Thank you so much, Blast Tyrant. And we display the difficulty being medium. Action gamers. There we go. Twisted Metal head-on. The 1-week speedrun challenge is a success of sorts.